Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Harmony of Dissonance Part 15 on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries for the Game Boy Advance. And in this episode, after the living armor is once again punched to death by Talos, we will be actually killing Talos this time.
Oh yeah, they do the, oh, you know, you've seen this before, but we haven't, so we're gonna treat this like it's the first time you're seeing this. Hello again, Talos. We're gonna stay on this side of you this time.
Now, to be perfectly honest, despite how hard Talos actually hits, this fight is honestly mostly also a joke. All you really gotta do is, you know, is actually use your fucking movement commands, Past Gerdat, and you will be fine.
Real. Yeah, move. That's why you have a dodge, so you will use it. Watch out for that hand. It deals lots of damage. He's gonna... Oh, he doesn't want to walk right into us. That's very Dr. Robotnik of him.
No, well, he can't because there's a ceiling in the way. If he grabs you with that, he will kill you with it, just so you know.
Yeah, don't let big giant man with stupid zombie shin hit you. Touch you. Put his hands on you. Shake hands with skeleton.
Ouch.
Oh, damn it. How did we even survive that?
We have 3 HP, that's how.
Hey, we're actually using potions. Yay!
Yeah, Talos and one of the spoilers bosses are like some of the only bosses that I honestly think are worth using healing items on.
Yeah, you could totally play through that whole fight without getting hit. It just takes a little while.
See?
Good.
The game thinks we did okay.
The game always thinks
we're
doing okay. It doesn't make it any less effective that it's telling us we're doing a good job in order to reinforce our hard work.
But unfortunately, we can't actually do anything after Talos, so... Yes, Talos. I believe specifically that Talos is optional, but I still fully recommend you take down Talos. Not necessarily for the life and heart max up, but rather for the items that are directly past him that we can't get access to yet.
So what do we need in order to go through that high drop-off point at which we were way below it, far below where our double jump could reach?
You just kind of answered your own question. We need high jump.
You can jump that high?
Yes, you can.
Just not right now.
Just not right now.
Okay,
hey,
so then the correct timing is, instead of having to go all the way back through Castle Dracula in order to find the high jump, you should have the high jump and then fight Talos.
I disagree with that, to be perfectly honest, because the fight that immediately precedes high jump is much more difficult than Talos is. So
yeah, but we're ready for it. Hint card number 1.
We might be ready for it, as the hint card 1 suggests. Somewhere there exists a mechanism for draining the caves. It doesn't look like these caves need drained, right, Mr. Cloud?
Oh, it's pretty dry right now. Well, maybe the pixies will want to get cozy in the jacuzzi.
Yeah. The Luminous Caverns is honest. Luminous Caverns B is honestly. No wait, this Luminous Caverns A, right? Yeah, this Luminous Caverns A is honestly one of the most important areas in the game. It's also what is effectively 2/3 of the way through the game. So, ouch.
Right, we're in a late game area. That's why we have to turn around because we don't have a late game ability.
Took down the sylph. Hey, a merchant.
Hey, we meet again after 2 hours of gameplay. Yes.
Now he's actually able to sell us high potions at this shop as well. He's also able to sell some additional accessories that are nice: the barrel helmet, the velvet cloak, the Morian helm. The bloody glove is honestly really fucking good, but I don't actually want any of the armor and accessory pieces he's got here.
Armor crafted from a material that modern alchemists can't comprehend. What's so hard to understand?
Nice. I think the ceramic mail is supposed to be this game's version of Eversing, but I don't know.
It's made from clay. Ceramic is made from baked clay that is heated at over 1,000
Oh, look,
degrees
a
in order to
mechanism
improve
where
its
we get to use the
durability.
Floodgate key.
Alchemists are stupid in this world. Okay,
Well,
boom, we had...
When does Castlevania 1 technically take place? Castlevania 3 specifically denotes a date, but I don't know if Castlevania 1 does.
Ow. How about the 1930s?
No, this is much earlier than the 30s.
Oh, okay.
Because Portrait of Ruin takes place in the 1900s. So,
Well, I think the earliest Dracula movie was 1925. Either 1925 or 1930. 1931, I mean, with Bela Lugosi
yeah, but
playing Dracula.
even that Dracula movie was set somewhat in the past.
I don't drink wine.
Hello, Victory Armor. To be perfectly honest, if you want a really good piece of armor, the Victory Armor is actually worth farming. But I don't farm the Victory Armor specifically because even though we have Salamandra, which will one-shot it, regenerating mana for Salamandra is takes a bit longer than I'm willing to wait for. And now we have been poisoned again. Alright. By using the Floodgate key, this area specifically no longer has waterlogging in it. And yes, this area specifically had waterlogging in it, but we never saw it because, well, we weren't in this area, as Past Gerdat is mentioning here.
Yep, and as the map is showing us, we are in new territory.
No, something that the other maps refuse to actually show us. Booyah! The leggings. With the arm plates and the leggings, we have what is effectively our final armor set for the rest of the game.
Whoop.
At least for when it comes to boss fights.
Woo! Blaze Master. Huh. I am the master of the blaze.
Yes, because I have Salamandra and you do not. Mwah! I'm contemplating going back for this, but instead I decided, you know what? Let's go for it.
A kettle-shaped helmet. A helmet made of iron. The Iron Helmet. Very good. Very good. I like the
arm
consistency.
plates and the leggings. Booyah! We have almost 100 defense, almost 200 defense.
Yay!
You ready for
Boss
some
time?
more plot, Mr. Cloud? Behold the plot! So this is where you were. Return Lighty to me.
Fear not, that maiden is with Maxim. That maiden will play an essential role in the completion of this castle.
What do you mean by that?
I mean by my stupid voice that the castle is in a transient state and is preparing for my lord's return. However, the castle is not complete until these two castles have merged. In short, we must rid of your dear friend's spirit.
Maxim is a man of great strength. It won't be so easy to do your plan.
He was born of my lord, so of course he knows ways to reinforce his power. When something is dear to you, its effect upon you becomes immeasurable.
No, surely not. Not Lighty's blood. Stay away from her.
Do not interfere now. I will extinguish the candle of your soul. And finally, we fight death.
Yes, we finally are fighting death specifically. This specific fight with death is honestly not that difficult, but Jesus Christ, I am terrible at the death fights.
Ow.
The big thing
he can't be that bad.
that you realistically have to watch out here is the fact that his scythe usually ends up hitting you multiple times if he hits you with it at all.
Yeah, just time well your Salamandra so you can get the invincibility frames right when you need them. Alright, he's throwing the scythe. No, that was a swing. But he's gonna throw it.
No, he's still just slicing with it.
Yeah, good. Ow. Do not shake hands with death. His grasp is cold, and his invitation is eternal.
So are you ready for the game to troll us slightly, Mr. Cloud?
Potion time?
Although we are going to potion, that's not how the game is going to troll us. Oh look, we beat death.
Yeah, good. I think the safe approach is the best approach.
Oh look, death isn't dead yet.
Oh, okay. He has become
I
real
absolutely
cookie.
hate that trolling moment. I do. I think the death shouldn't give experience until both halves are dead.
Oh, I see. So you might relax a little too much when you get the level up because you think the fight is over, and then come to realize that it was just a red herring.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest, Death's second form is actually significantly easier than his first one, although he does hit harder in this form.
Good. You know what would be interesting is if he got more bones the more you hit him to make him even more dangerous. Okay. Ow, ow. Okay. Whack, dodge, whack. No, not get whacked and then dodge. God damn it, Past Gerdat.
So yeah, for a good portion of the rest of the boss fights, I'm gonna actually be spending the potions that we've been picking up. There we go. We level up twice fighting death.
Late. The castles will soon begin to merge together. Fear me, fear me.
And whoosh! See, the game thinks I did good. Haha. And so, by defeating death, we've gotten the Griffin's Wing, which, if I showed off, I don't think I showed off right now, but I will be showing it off shortly. We now have access to high jump, and we need high jump in order to. Well, it's weird because you don't actually need high jump until to get anything specific until you get the final movement upgrade in the game. But we won't be getting the final movement upgrade in the game till either the next part or the part after that. But there we go, high jump.
Whoa! What the fuck? Like somebody put some springs in his pants.
Nah, well, not in his pants, but in his cloak.
Jesus Christ! He just straight flies up into the ceiling like a goddamn magnet.
Be careful using it during screen transitions, because if you do it, like, say, on this one right here, whoosh! Ow!
Because the game remembers your momentum, so you landed in the pixie.
Yeah. I honestly like having the Griffin Wing, but that's not to say I end up using it all that well. I do believe, though, that we show off. Oh no, it's not here. One of the save rooms specifically requires the Griffin Wing in order to get some really cool secrets, and we will be showing that off, but not for a bit yet.
Yeah, I was briefly reminded strongly of the "I can see under your dress" cliche from Time Splitter's Future Perfect, where Sergeant Cortez is teaming up with what's-her-name, the hot chick in the zombie mansion, but they have to climb down a ladder, and they can hear the droning and the growling of the zombies down below. So the heroine says, "You go first," and then Cortez looks at the hot chick, looks at the ladder going down, and he says, "Okay," knowing that if he. And the name of that cutscene in the movie browser is "Don't Look Up."
And here we have another interesting piece of equipment, the full helm. It's just a slightly better helm accessory. I like that the juice armor loadout is affected by where specific pieces of armor would naturally go to, but it makes planning out what your final equipment loadout is going to be a bit more complicated than it really should be. So by blowing up this wall, we get access to this. We now actually have fucking fast travel. We can travel through a bunch of different spots in the castle now.
So we'll just cycle through. No, not this one. I want the other one. Someplace sunnier.
And no, what we're doing right now is switching between Castle A and B, and then by crouching, we can go to the different A and B warp gates.
Now, how the fuck are we supposed to figure that out?
A hint card. Hint card 3 specifically tells you that if you crouch if you crouch at the warp gate, it will transition you to the other warp gates. It is a hint card that most people forget to read, but yeah, it is here. It is here on purpose. In the next episode, now that we actually have the Griffin Wing and fast travel, we'll continue exploring the castle in order to get stuff. It is the stuff collection part of the game, folks.